Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today's tutorial is the 14th snowflake of the 25 Days of Snowflakes. Now this one I'm super excited about because I got the design from one of my doilies that's a pineapple. So the chain, double crochet, chain one, double crochet, chain one, double crochet, chain one, and then the chain three, single, chain three, single in the pineapple is what I used at the base of this. And then instead of the two double crochet, chain two, two double crochet, I decided to go with just two doubles and make a 6-point snowflake. So this one is really easy. You are going to need your, well, any size yarn you choose will work. Just use the hook that yarn recommends. But I used the number 10 crochet thread from Red Heart Classic. And then I used a 1.75 millimeter hook with a number 22 DMC needles. Now these are originally supposed to be used for embroidering and cross stitching, but they work perfect to weave in the ends of our thread. And you're going to need a pair of scissors, and yeah, you don't need a stitch marker for this one. That's it. Alright, so get your guys' supplies together, and like I said, if you're going to make this one with yarn, just make sure you're using the thread or the hook size that yarn recommends, and it'll be fine. Alright, get your stuff together and let's get started. Okay, to get started with our 14th snowflake, we are going to get a slip knot on our hook and make sure you're leaving enough tail to weave in. Looks good. Alright, we're going to start with a chain of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come down and we're going to slip stitch to that very first chain. Pop that through and through. Now we formed a little ring, so we're going to pull on our tail to tighten up that chain we worked into. Alright. Okay, so to start, we are going to chain 1, and we're going to work 2 double crochet, chain 2. So yarn over 1, 2, chain 2. And we're going to repeat that 5 more times. So at the end we should have 6 chain 2s, okay? So 1 and 2, chain 2, 1, 2, chain 2, so that's 1, 2, 3, chain 2s, 1, 2, chain 2, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to scooch these stitches over. Sometimes some things are just easier to do off camera. It's closer to me. Alright, so where was I? 1 and 2, chain 2 again, that's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, last set of doubles. And chain 2. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there's my 6th chain 2. Alright, we're going to slip stitch to the first double crochet, and you can see it right there. Get in there and slip stitch. I'm going to pull that center. I'm not going to pull it closed. I'm just going to give it a little bit of a tug. Like, that's enough. I don't want to go any tighter than that. All right, so to move on to round 2, we're going to chain 1. We're going to double crochet into that very first double crochet that we just slip stitched into. So go right back in there and work a double. And we're going to double into the very next double. Chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then right into the very next 2 double crochet. We're going to work 1 double into the next 2 doubles. I got tongue tied. So there's 1 double, double into the next. Chain 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip over to your next 2 double and a double into each of those. Double into the next. Chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next double. Cat's found something on the floor to play with. Probably a button. Alright, chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come to the next set of doubles and double crochet into each of those. 1 and 2. Chain 4. 2, 3, 4. Double crochet into the last 2 doubles. 1 and 2. And chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to slip stitch back to that very first double crochet right there. Okay, so that's the end of round 2. Round 3, we're going to chain 1, and we're going to double crochet into the next, into the very same double crochet we just slip stitched into. Double crochet into the next double, chain 2, and then into that chain 4 space we're going to work a V stitch, and the V stitch is just a double, chain 1, and a double. So double, chain 1, and double. The trick is to try to get these to stay right next to each other. Alright, now we chain 2. Gotta get me some slack. Okay, so chain 2 and double crochet into the next 2 doubles. Messed that up. 1 and 2. So I messed that up. Sorry guys, I should have said the double in the 2 doubles is the beginning of our repeat. So we chain 2, V stitch into the chain 4, which is a double, chain 1 and a double, chain 2, repeat over, double crochet into the next 2 doubles, I don't know why that didn't want to go in there. There. Double and double. Chain 2 and V-stitch into the chain 4. 1, chain 1, double. Chain 2 and start it over. So go ahead and repeat the pattern around. Double into your 2 double, chain 2, V-stitch in your chain 4, chain 2, double into the 2 double. And don't worry about the V-stitches staying right next to each other, because honestly, they're probably not going to be that prominent until after we starch them and pin them down. So don't worry too much about that. And so just finish this round, and I will meet you on the last chain 4, okay? Okay, so I'm coming around. I've worked into the last 2 double, so I'm going to chain 2, V-stitch into that last chain 4, chain 2, and then I'm going to slip stitch right to our very first double right there. I'm going to slip stitch right into that, and that's the end of round 3. Okay, so to move on to round 4, we're going to chain 1, and we're going to double crochet into the very first double and double crochet into our very second double. Our second double. So slip stitch into the first, slip stitch, oh, it has been one of those days. Double crochets, not slip stitches. All right, we're going to chain 1, and then into our V-stitch, we're going to work a double crochet, chain 1, double, chain 1, double, chain 1, double, chain 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, double, chain 1. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So we're going to work a double, chain 1, double, chain 1, double, chain 1, double, chain 1, double. So we want 5 doubles in here with a chain 1 in between. So 4 chain 1s, 5 double crochets. One, 2, 3, 4, and then 1 at the end. I'm sorry guys, I said 5, I mean 6. I got lost in my pattern because I miscounted, and I sat here wondering why I was not coming out right. We need 6 double crochets, 5 chain 1 spaces. That's what I need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 double crochets, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain 1 spaces. Sorry guys, my notes are really, really rough. Okay, so we chain 1, and now we're going to go straight to a double crochet into each of the next doubles. Chain 1, and we work our 6 double with a chain 1, so double chain 1, double chain 1. So this has a chain 1 before and after. So that's 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Chain 1 at the end. 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, now double into the next 2 double. Okay, so repeat that around. Double into your 2 double, chain 1, 6 double chain ones into the V-stitch, chain 1, double into each double, chain 1, 6 double chain ones, chain 1, double into the next 2 doubles. So repeat that around and I'll meet you at the end. Okay, so I just worked a double into my last 2 doubles right there, chain 1, and now I'm going to work my little shell into the V-stitch. So double, dang it, double, chain 1, double, chain 1, double, chain 1, double, chain 1. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. So double, chain 1, 5, and one more is a double, chain 1 at the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and slip stitch to our very first double crochet right there. All right, get that a little straightened. It's cute. Okay, last row. Let me turn my page. Okay, we are going to double crochet. Well, first we got to chain 1. I can't get my tension right there. Chain 1, and you're going to double into that very first double that we just slip stitched into. So work your double in there, double into the next, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, oh, so we slip stitch to the very first double crochet, chain 1, and we're going to work a double crochet right back in there, the same double crochet we slip stitched into. Now we're going to chain 3, 2, 3, and what we're going to do is we're going to come right back down and we're going to insert our hook right into the double crochet like we would insert it any other way, any other time, you know, like if we were working into a double crochet. So like right there is the top of that double. We're going to have the yarn on our hook, but we're going to insert right into the top of there. So our hook is going to go right like that, and then we're going to work our slip stitch, okay? We're just going to be coming from the side, right like that. Right there's the top, see it? We're just going to come right into the side of it and work our slip stitch. So it gives us a little bit of a picot at the top. And now we're going to double crochet into the next double. Just like that. Now we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to single crochet into the first chain 1 of our shell, not the chain 1 before, the chain 1 in the shell. Single crochet into there. Chain 3, single crochet into the next chain 1. 1, 2, 3, single crochet into the next chain 1. 1, 2, 3, single crochet into the next chain 1. 1, 2, 3, single crochet into the last chain 1 of the shell, not the chain 1 before the chain 1 in the shell. So now we should have 1, 2, 3, 4 chain 3s in that shell right there. All right, now we're going to chain 3. And then we're going to start that repeat over again. We're going to double crochet into the first double right there. Chain 3. And then we're going to come down and go right into we're going to insert our hook into the top of that double, but we're just doing it from the side. And then we're going to slip stitch. Double crochet into the next double. So these little picots at the top, those are going to be our posts, our 6 posts of the snowflake. Okay, so go ahead and repeat that around. So we chain 3, single crochet into the first chain 1 of the shell, not before the shell, chain 3, single crochet into the next chain 1, chain 3, single crochet into the next chain 1, chain 3, single crochet into the next chain 1, chain 3, and a single crochet into the last chain 1. All right, now we chain 3 and then start the repeat over again. We started over again with the double crochet into the first double, chain 3, slip stitch into the top of the double you just made, which you're just inserting your hook into the top of the double just like normal, only it's going to be from the side. Slip stitch, double into the next double, chain 3, single into the first chain 1 space of the shell, not before the shell, chain 3, single, chain 3, single, chain 3, single, chain 3, single, chain 3, start it all over again, double crochet in the first double. Okay, so I'm going to leave that to you guys to finish on your own, and I'm going to work mine around, and I'll meet you when we get back to the beginning. Okay, I have made it back around, and I've worked my single crochet chain 3s through across my shells. I singled into that last chain 1 space, so now I'm going to chain 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to slip stitch right into my first double crochet, which should be the same place that slip stitch is in. Okay, all right, so that is the end of this snowflake. This snowflake is really going to be pretty once we get it starched. Okay, so you can chain 1 and fasten off and weave in your end if you're going to use one of those little metal hook things for the Walmart sales for your Christmas ornaments. But I am actually going to make my own, and I am going to slip stitch again right into that chain 3, the little the picot that's at the top. I'm going to slip stitch right into there, and then I'm going to chain 1 and pull up a long loop. Back you guys up to make my hanger. Where's there? Cut. Pull that out. So when we hang it, it's going to be hanging from the point. All right, I'm going to get my needles. I'm going to get this middle tail weaved in. Do not close the tail completely. Actually, right where I have it is about as closed as it needs to be. Maybe a little too much. Not even going to tug much on it, just leave it there. All right, now cut that. Okay, now we're going to take this tail, get that weaved in. Okay, so I'm going to come right to the left side of that slip stitch, and I'm going to go right, right through my fingernail. I'm going to go right through these stitches and come down. I'm going to come through a few of them. I'm just going to pull until that tail pops out, and that was a little much, so I can pull that back. Okay, so I'm going to set it down, and I'm going to look at how long that is. I think that's a tad bit long. So I'll bring it back in a little bit. Oh, that's better. All right, so I'm going to hold that so I don't accidentally pull that tighter, and I'm going to go through some more stitches to lock that down. And it moved. Go through a few more. There. And now snip. And there we go. There is our 14th snowflake. This one's pretty. This one, I kind of got this idea from a doily I have. Well, I can show it to you. So from this doily, I accidentally got candle wax on it. But I got the idea from the double crochet and chain ones and the pineapples, and then the singles and chain, single chain, single chain. And then of course, instead of having the line of 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, I decided just to do the 2 double crochet. And there's a snowflake. Okay guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so very much for watching. Keep your eye out for the next starching tutorial, where we're going to starch 11, 12, 13, wait, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, that's right. This is 14. Okay, thank you guys so very much for watching. I appreciate you all. You guys are the greatest, and you know it. If you were here, I'd hug your heads. Okay, thank you guys for watching. Subscribe if you haven't. Hit that thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you guys think. Check out the description box too, because I've got links to my Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and my email's down there. So if you need any help whatsoever with anything, email me, and I will get to you as fast as I can, okay? So again, thank you so very much, guys. You're the best, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.